Okay, to begin. So, I'm looking at these triangles. Find length of the remaining side. Well, it's time for me to put an X on this picture, I believe. X. That's what I'm looking for. Just so we're clear what we're looking for. That's what the question said. Let's put the numbers in. 6, 5, 40 degrees. I can see 1, 2, 3 sides and one angle. Now, one of the sides is an unknown. That's okay. That's all right. I'm still using that side. Labeling time, capital A, little a, across. Capital B, across is little b. Capital C, across is little c. The rule that connects 3 sides and one angle is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. If I'm diligent and I've labelled it properly, the rest of the question should flow. B squared is 5 squared. C squared is 6 squared. Minus 2 times by 5 times by 6 times by cos 40. Calculator time. Five squared plus 6 squared. Take 2 times 5 times 6 times cos bracket 40. So I've got my number 15. So A is obviously the square root of 15. 0.037, which is approximately. So now we go shift square root and shift answer. So we don't have to type it in again. It's also more accurate because it's got all the decimal points in it. 3.87. It's probably enough. 3.877 is 3.9. Units, centimetres. They had no decimal points, didn't say anything, so my answer has 1 decimal point. Cool. What did I do? I labelled the sides. I put in the unknown. There was no X in this picture. I'm either looking for an X or from an angle. It said sides. I put the X on the side. I identified it had 3 sides and 1 angle. So it's the cosine rule. We substituted the numbers in, put it in the calculator, and we're done. Let's do part B. Looking at part B here, I've drawn it up. Wow, it's got these letters. Not the letters I want. I don't know, but I think I can get away with putting the letters that I do want on here. Big A, little a. Big B, little b. Big C, little c. If the question asks me later about side AC or side PQ, I know which side that it's talking about. I'm just doing this so I can use my formula. I can see 3 sides because it says find the length of the remaining side. Remember, I want you to put the X or the Y or the angle in there. So, a lot going on now that you can see from this picture using 3 sides and 1 angle. 3 sides and 1 angle is the cosine rule. Not the cosine ratio, because there's no right angle, but the cosine rule. What is it? Everyone should know. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos A. Not much of a song, but it's all I got. Let's go. Instead of b, I write 8. Instead of c, I write 6. 2 times by 8 times by 6 times by cos, this question, 76. Calculator time. We get an answer, and then we're going to find the square root of that number. Okay, 8. How'd I go? Did I get that right? I hope we did. I hope I did. 76.77. So now I'm going to go shift, square root, shift, answer, enter. All right, 76 equals approximately 8.7. Okay, looking at the picture, if this number had been 90, I would have been able to look at the picture and say, nah, it's not going to be 90. Okay, so it would have been wrong, all right? If this number had been like 4, I would look at the picture and say, yeah, if it's 4, possibly. I'm not sure, it doesn't quite look right. Okay, so that's what I mean by a little bit of a check. If it had been 300, I think I forgot to do the square root. That's what I'm sort of guessing. That's cosine rule, finding a side. Okay. Looking at this, the question was said, find the remaining sides of my x in here. I've got my triangle, I'm drawing it up. This, again, has already been labelled nicely for me, 105, 15, capital C is opposite little c, capital A is opposite little a, capital B is opposite little b, 21. The rule is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. A squared equals 21 squared. Bigger numbers this time. 15 squared. Take 2 times 21 times by 15 cos, this question, 105. Now, we've got a cos of a bigger number bigger than 90, but as discussed in class, that should be fine. So, let's do this. 21 squared plus 15 squared. Subtract 2 times 2 plus 2 times 21 times 15 times cos bracket 105 equals. So a squared equals 829. Now this number looks way too big. It's because I haven't done the square root of it yet. So in the calculator, shift square root, shift answer. Okay, I got all the decimal points. It says 28.79. There's no decimal points, so I'll go to 1 decimal point. So I'm going to write 28.8 centimetres squared. Now this number looks way better than 829. Surprising how many people forget that square root step. Hope people find cosine rule, finding a side, quite straightforward. Very quickly, do the next one. See if I can erase it before that swish guy comes past. Swish guy was too quick for me, sorry. So, here we have another one of these pictures. It's got letters on it. I'm going to write my letters on top. Different colour, so we can see what's going on. And we can put them into the rule. By now, I hope that I'm going to say cosine rule, finding a side, and you're going to say a squared gives b squared plus c squared minus 2 bc cos a. Well done. I mean, anyone who actually got it right, well done to them. Yeah. So, a squared equals, this question, b is 6.3. Not the world's best 6, but let's go. C squared is 4.8 squared. Minus 2 times 6.3 times 4.8 times cos. Just remember not to get too far across on the page. 32. Okay, so a squared is going to equal some sort of number, and then a is going to equal the square root of that number, and there's going to be my final answer here, and it's going to be in kilometres. So I've done a unit check. Ready to go to the calculator. Okay, so that's a 4.8 and a 6, so, nothing like bigger than like 20 or nothing smaller than like 2, I guess. Let's put some numbers in. 6.3 squared plus 4.8 squared minus 2 times 6.3 times 4.8 times cos bracket 32. So I got my first number, 11.44. Notice I haven't really need to show when I go from a squared to a. So to do this quickly on the calculator, we'll try really close this time. There's my answer. Shift square root, shift answer, enter. Get my 3.38, so I'll go with 3.4, approximately to 1 dp. Okay, so I guess what I didn't do here is I said this is the side we're looking for. So bang, 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 question mark, or an X, or a Z, or a Y. If you want, you could put X here where that little A is.